I was enlisted in the Navy for 12 years. Then I was in the Kentucky Army National Guard for 1.5 years, and then I was in the Air Force for 11 years.
I served in the United States Navy and Navy Reserves. I was an aviation structural mechanic, so I repaired parts of airplanes, and the most interesting part is ejection seats in fighter jets.
I spent 20 years in the Air Force. I joined right out of high school, and I spent the first 12 years of my career in law enforcement, and then I switched jobs and I became a crew chief for the KC-135 Stratotanker, which is a mechanic.
I served in the Navy, United States Navy on the West Coast. I was a bosun's mate, which means I did a lot of the handiwork around the ships. I was also a craft master and then drove a 73-foot torpedo retriever.
Veterans Day actually occurred after the end of World War I. It ended essentially the Great War. And Veterans Day is in remembrance of all those who sacrificed their lives, sacrificed their time away from family. And so it's just remembering as a country and as on an individual basis for all that sacrifice.
I think Veterans Day is a way for others to acknowledge people that have served and were willing to sacrifice everything.
Veterans Day to me means taking a few minutes during the day to remember all the people who came before me and who sacrificed so much for themselves and their families for our country, so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we have today.
I take a personal having served in the military, and I appreciate everyone who came before me, and then everyone who's currently serving as well.
It's a time that we can reflect and understand what a lot of people have sacrificed for our country to be what it is right now. And you know, years and years and years worth of veterans have dedicated their time, their lives, just to make this country better. And that's the one thing that I like to think about when it comes to Veterans Day.